So the command I use is
So, no sell Delquist?
I'm going to turn it into a fine food eatery.
You always were the better chef.
And you always were the better businessman. But I got some help.
so type this command. It will pop up this one. Has two sniffing objects. Option 1 is unified sniffing, which means sniffing all packets that pass on a cable very well. This method has options such as promise mode, which means the packet are installed not directly to the host, or only forward to it using layer 3 routing. Internet will disable kernel.ip for send packet choice. This approach will not work if the target switch has ARP ports and measures enabled. For example, on Cisco switch enable DHCP loop and direct ARP will prevent this. This command shift look for IPDCs knowing IPS ARM number. Option 2 is the bridge sniff when using the two network interface following the traffic between them. This is similar to how we use bridge control command to bridge a two-port earlier in this chapter. Using this sniffing is recommended over ARP ports and is steadily and more likely to be successful. This is due to the fact that eventual switching have meant to battle of ARP ports and attack. The downside of this approach is to physically connect a Raspberry Pi in its factory. Setting up Raspberry Pi manner is an ideal. Use your Raspberry Pi as an instruction direction prevention. Also, we will cover this in chapter 5, ending the period. So, for example, we will be using sniffing since Raspberry is using one Ethernet port for the attack. Click the sniff menu. Click the sniff menu. Oh wait, make this big. Then make sniff menu, and click unsniff menu, or Control U, and put Ethernet 0 interface, and then click OK. Then Editor will disable, and then click OK. Let's see. AKR will actually select the Raspberry Pi. We're only using the standard Ethernet port attack, so we have select that as shown in the screen. So click OK. So I click OK. Click OK. And then starting on sniffing. So Internet will display some detail about plug-in and port. Goes in the bottom window. You will also notice a following screenshot that thumbnail option will appear in the top menu. Now we need to scan the host on the network to attack. You can only do this by clicking host. Clicking host and do what? Scan for host. And then it is starting on sniff and randomize one hosting, scanning the whole net master for one host, 0 hosts added to the host list. And you will see the result on the bottom of the textbook. For example, if we found a host, you can view this by clicking that. For your host list. Hosts, but I don't have no host left, so this is basically how you use Ethernet capability in Raspberry Pi. And so it's supposed to have show host event. You will need to select host target 1 and target 2. Area in order for Alexa, we select 10.0, which is default gateway as target 2. We will victimize that as a target, which is 1. This will place on Raspberry between both of this target. To add an IP address To apply, click on IP address, section host, what is it? Enable IP6 scan. Host enabled IP6 scan, and what should I do? Oh, go to host list and add it. Host list. Host list, and it will show you this kind of result. 1.2168 FAP, whatever, of my hardware address, and now I'm gonna switch my camera because it's hurting my hand. And the next video is continue playing around Ethernet EK. I'm gonna stop this.